A buddy read with Alan over at the channel Big Hard Books and Classics had me reading this book, Northwoods by Daniel Mason. Find out what I thought about it. Yay, you made it. I've been waiting for you. Hi, my name is Floss. This is the Grape Jelly Library where we love to talk about books. Thank you for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. Everywhere you go, you are going to hear book lovers unite and sing the praises of this book. I have yet to hear a negative comment about it. I first encountered this book at my local bookstore. And what gravitated me towards it was the cover. Absolutely, absolutely. So I was going to say that I am one of those people that do judge a book by its cover. And quite honestly, that's how many of the books that I own have made their way to my shelves, strictly by the cover. So I didn't even take the time to read what this book was about. The cover alone sold me on it. Yes, I am that girl. To my surprise, I had discovered that it is a book on one of my favorite topics, houses. I love houses. I love the history of houses. I love to imagine the life that dwelled within those four walls. I love it. Oftentimes in my life, I have come across a house that just seems to be haphazardly placed in the middle of nowhere, but yet on the side of a busy road. And I can't help but wonder, where are the neighbors? Why is this single dwelling unit truly standing alone? There's no other houses surrounding it or businesses. It's just a house on the side of a road, and I happen to think if somebody turns that corner a little bit too sharply, they're going to take out parts of that house. But yet the house stands there sturdily, strongly, and unaffected by the heavy traffic that happens to pass by hourly. So I love to think, how did that come about? So this is a story about a house that I think it stood for about 400 years. And it takes us through every single inhabitant that occupied this house in that time period. Now, I might add that not always was it a human occupying that space. Sometimes it was insects. So while the house seemed to appear vacant, it actually wasn't. And it tells us all about the activity of the insects and how they lived their life while they resided within that unit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how he even thought to go there with this book, but it's amusing to me, and it's I'm befuddled. I am, because he has such a vast array of characters that he has placed in this house, and there's no way that you could get bored because they're all so uniquely different. Even at one point, there's an animal that is dwelling within this house. It was a super fast read because you want to know more than just identifying with the characters in the story. Or maybe if you don't identify with these characters, you won't identify with all of them, but maybe some of them. But it's still fun to, go through this wild ride and see. If only the walls could talk, right? Well, these walls are talking. Let me tell you, they're talking, and they are telling us everything. My favorite, Alan had asked me what my favorite chapter was. Chapter 6. I liked chapter 6 because that one was I don't want to say ridiculous, but that one definitely had me laughing. I also liked Anonymous, the Nightmaid's Letter. I was on the edge of my seat with that one. This book definitely comes to life, and it brings such realism with it. We are definitely able to vividly see these scenes playing out in our mind. The writing is crisp and precise and just beautifully written. And you know what? I am going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, if you have a birthday coming up or you participate in the Christmas holiday season, or somebody wants to do something nice for you and buy you a gift, I would recommend this book because it's an adventure. Long has the time been since I have actually sat down and was taken on such a wild, fun, raucous, at times, salacious ride. There is something for everybody in this book, and yeah, to be a fly on the wall, pour your tea, sit down, and enjoy your time spent with this book. I'm going to give it 5 stars. Just like everybody else, I'm going to give it 5 stars because it is just that good. Now, don't just take my word for it. Head on over to Alan's channel, Big Hard Books and Classics. Give him a subscribe. Make sure your bell notifications are turned on so that when he puts his review out, we can see, is he in agreement with me when it comes to this book, or does he differ in his views? I can't wait to find out. Until we meet again, know that I love you. Don't let those bad days win. And when you dream, make sure you're dreaming big.